Hello friends and fellow Monkeyology enthusiasts, we are back with our next part of our playthrough of The Secret of Monkey Island EGA. This is, again, the 16 color version. It has had the Roland patch applied, and we're using the Roland MT32 audio. In our previous playthrough, we just beat the Swordmaster, and we're going to go ahead and start gathering our crew in this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in, and let's get straight to the game. So, cheers. Look at 100% cotton t-shirt. Did I? Yeah, okay, there's the other t-shirt. Okay, so we just went ahead. I do know there are a lot of the insults themselves that, like, outside of the game's code and stuff as well, just sort of work well with each other. Um, but of course, well, as we can see, all it took was us beating the Swordmaster and the chip. What the heck? What was that? He says, incredulously. I am so confused. Hey, what are you just standing around? The governor's being kidnapped. What? That's crazy. Chuck's got her on that ship that just sailed off. Well, where the hell were you? And since when can you see things? Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't. You don't see as much of the back. Afraid that no pirate on this island is brave enough to follow him there. But hey, good luck. What? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I left this note. Now, I've been thinking about this the last last little bit. Guybrush, comparatively, like, say, to Indy 3, outside of the sword fighting and stuff, doesn't have a whole lot of special case animations compared to it. Like, at first I was like, oh yeah, no, you'd see him going up something. No, you typically just see him put his arm up and then it blanks, right? There are things, of course, that he does, but let's go get all this stuff and free Otis. Just trying to think of things that were as complicated in animation as, say, Indy swinging over the, swinging over with the whip and whatnot. I mean, there's Guybrush taking the Q-tip out of his pocket. Use barrel. I just want to point out here the EGA door, which, because if we ever go to other versions, it never really changes. It's always that door. That window is the window as it exists in perpetuity. Except, of course, the redrawn SE. Hey, great, a drink. Interesting. Now, I gotta read back on it. That's really neat. Oh, yeah, thanks. My name's Otis, by the way. Same thing I can never do to you. Okay, tell you what. After we do some things here in the future, you go ahead and look completely different. You change your hair color, you know, change your entire mannerisms. This is what I need from you, Otis. Okay? Perfect. Usually I'm doing the she is an actor. Also, I've never noticed that. Interesting. Pink rod. Ron mentioned he didn't remember they changed the grab pounds from something else. So I was like, wait, this is what we shipped? Oh, god damn it. See, there's a beautiful special case animation. But that's not guybrush's. I don't know. I should probably just stop and take a look at a guybrush sprite sheet. Because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I'm just not thinking of. And also there's a lot of him holding various objects that I'm just not thinking of, probably. But I mean, to the level of animation that swing across the chasm while holding on to the plug in the ceiling, like, there's a lot to it. Totally. A whole lot of note reading. To the ghost pirate LeChuck. Fish pecking at his fingers. Kinda makes you wish you were there to watch. Ah, yes, sir. Yuck. Sure does at that. Now go check on the route. Make sure it's locked up tight. Aye, Captain. Jeez. I remember being super not impressed by VGA. Like, it was cool to have all the extra color, but it just seemed like it was the same thing, but everything had gradients all the time. Alright. So, let's continue gathering our crew. I can definitely see that too when looking at it. Like, the reason why I thought about it is LeChuck's room is just very, very gradient heavy in the VGA versions as well. It looks like, yeah, totally. Like, VGA happened, and all of a sudden, you know, the diamonds in Commander Keen were super detailed, but it was still although that was the funnest one to pop in from the Max CD game pack last night was Indy 3. to have that unique interface and everything. That was really cool. That was totally worth setting up the emulator for. Really, really neat. I love how you really just have to talk to the server. It's like, I ain't doing nothing. Everybody's gone. Yeah, I noticed that too. That was really, really pretty. The high-res fonts was very cool. I don't know why, but I kept on thinking in my head that it was gonna have that Indy 3 interface for Monkey Island, so I was a little disappointed when I launched that and saw that it was very, very CD versiony. And I was like, is there a floppy EGA Mac version? Which would be really good. I had somebody reach out to me on Facebook who was trying to track down a copy. Yeah, I remember that from your website as well. I wasn't kidding before. I used to spend a lot of time reading your website. A lot of time reading through it over and over again. You at the dog. All right, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We'll go have an enjoyable experience with Meat Hook. Yeah, no, somebody was trying to reach out to me looking for a floppy version of the Macintosh Indiana Jones, and it was one of these games. I didn't have the specific version that they were looking for. They're trying to back up various versions. I didn't realize there was a bunch more of that particular type, but might be remembering it wrong. Like I said, I could be a little bit of like my mind hops all over the place. I mean, realistically, probably if I was playing this naturally, I would have already explored all these points. Like I haven't even set foot in stands yet, right? But if I was just playing this blind for the first time, exploring things and everything, I'd probably have already been here and talked to Hook a few times. That would make sense as well. Set it up so at least you know where to go. Chicken. Look at chicken. And I think this is more of the joke. Because you pick up this chicken. It's like, then you have a chicken. It's a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What? And then you remember there's a place that you could only get to. It looks like a zip line. And then you go, use rubber chicken on cable. At least it didn't look like it clipped anything out. Hmm. I have debated because obviously I tend to get a lot. Well, apparently now I tend to get a lot of tattoos, and if I keep getting a tattoo during each monkey meetup, I'm gonna be quite tattooed up. I have debated getting the meat hook tattoo. I just don't know. I you know I don't have the pecs. I don't think. Guy's a beast. Also, his voice actor in Escape from Monkey Island, and I guess the remakes, reminds me of the voice of Leonardo from the classic Ninja Turtles cartoon. Ron mentioned something about me being the person. Interesting. Maybe we would have cooked. Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking that in my head. Maybe we'd cook it off of. He's sitting there suntanning on the deck. He even has that, the light shade bounce thing. The governor's being kidnapped. What? I'm very upset about this. I was gonna get some. Supposed to go there, and then all of a sudden she's sailing off with the ghost pirate. Jeez. Okay, this is horrible. What are we going to do? I mean, going back to what I was saying about Meat Hook's voice, we did end up with Rob Paulson in this, who is the original voice of Raphael, and later on in the 2012 CGI animated Ninja Turtles series, also the voice of Donatello. Also, he is the voice director for the Rise of the TMNT series, which is already closed. All right. Well, this is fun. Sure, why not? We could get a crew together and sail off after them. What an idea. Now, if only we had a captain. It's like, what am I, chop liver? You? Well, I am trying to put this crew together. Don't see you guys taking the initiative. That already makes Guybrush more of a captain than more qualified for captain than there. Like, okay, sure, he doesn't know anything about running a ship as far as we know. Oh, cool. I have played Jedi Fallen Order. I haven't played it all the way through. It's an excellent game though. Something so horrible that I stay awake at night just thinking about. Oh, this cave. I've always wanted to go out of bounds here and follow that cave, which I'm sure was planned to be much more important. Probably was like some sort of maze. Go through this and find the key for this giant thing. Totally. I mean, realistically, the only person I had to do anything to appease is Otis, and I just had to effectively break him out of jail. I'll let you open this last one yourself. Just let me get out of your way. Getting cold feet. Oh, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. I really look forward to the collector's editions release with the specifically whatever little new tidbits and whatnot we might find out from the book that comes with it. Um, that that could be very exciting if they manage to find some stuff. I've got the guts. Hey, hon. Okay, my love. I love that. And we have more options here than we get in the CD version. I do not know exactly which ones aren't there. Perhaps it's Bother and Handle. Those ones might be, you know. And let's see which other one we might not see. Poke, I think, is there. Maybe Finger, because that one could have other connotation as well. But we're gonna finger the parrot because that's horrifying.
I don't trust Mason to leave this in the laundry room.
What is that?
Cup of chocolate.
Okay. Not liquid. Cool.
No, I just don't want him to steal my chocolate.
He's in there.
Yeah, he's in there and he's in the crib because I have to take a cab down with Dean and Mason to their dad's. He tried saying, well, why don't I just leave them there all weekend? Because it'd be easier. And I'm going to be in George for 2 nights.
Yeah. We have a second viewer. Thank you very much for joining us. Whoever else is watching, if I missed you in the chat, no, wait. Oh, Fanatic, hi, Fanatic, how you doing? We have the same color on my representation of the chat, so sorry that I did not see you pop on. Yeah, and now I see how it was all blurring together. Awesome. Hi.
Sorry for the side chat. Yeah, I'm going to be stuck there for 2 days. So I'm coming back till Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I love you too.
Gotta go.
Come back soon. See you with
Keep
the boys.
Keep an ear on those kids.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut it here fairly soon. Okay. Was hoping to make it to Monkey Island, but the third playthrough doesn't hurt nothing either. But yeah, I'll keep it here.
Thanks.
Love you, bud. All right, so let's start working Stan. On the version of the chat that I have in the OBS window, you guys apparently have purple and darker purple, so it very much blended in as I was going back and forth. All right. Stan. Nice. That's part of the reason why I chose the EJ version. Because I mean, I do have the FM Towns version of the Secret of Monkey Island, but ultimately, it's very much the same as the CD version that everybody really knows. There's a few different sprites that are worth mentioning, as ATM has done through his website back in the day, about like the different meat that looked more like the meat that you picked up, frankly, and less like cartoon meat. Absolutely, I fired that up as well when I got that set up, and that was a lot of fun to fiddle around with. I almost I was contemplating trying to get it up to the same, trying to get several different versions up to the same point as where we were when we started, and then threw it on there. And like just switch it up and here's this one, and here's this one, etc. You see, no, really don't have much to spend. While these are exploratory playthroughs, they are not completionist. We don't have to go through every little dialogue with Stan. He talks a lot. Okay, not too expensive. Built to last. Back with anyone aboard left a lot. There's only one person ever who messages me, and it's my wife, so I always make sure. Interesting. What's mysterious about is how this ship returned from Monkey Island. Yeah, we will absolutely do that one on. I'll say maybe this isn't the ship for me. Chimps? There aren't any chimps in the Caribbean. It is until someone makes me an offer. I should have asked about the credit. Well, I'll ask that when I get to the other ship. Something not too expensive, but built to last. affordable quality. Hey, that's my motto. I've got just the boat for you. Walk this way. Now I can see you're a no frills kind of guy. The Viking boat? I mean, just look at the way you dress. Rugged. Like those pantaloons are rugged. Yeah, you just seem to have a sort of Nordic quality about you. I guess we're talking about real value here. Let's talk about money. Your money. I'm gonna get one on credit. Reminds me of another part from the SE release and the original poster art that was put out, where the point was really missed when they were drawing from the original Purcell artwork. When it came to like the expression on Guybrush's face, again, much like the picture behind me, Guybrush was made far too cool, and doesn't look like have a look of terrified wonder on his face as opposed to Purcell's rendition. I love that was very quickly changed after being succinctly described to the artist through Twitter and various interviews. That was funny. All I got is this rubber chicken. You know, because he's stuck in the middle of nowhere, and you look at the actual eyes in it, and when they did their when they fixed it, you could tell that they made a point of seeing the look on his eyes and trying to replicate it, and they also tried to fix the hair a little bit there too, which was nice. I do like the collector edition cover that blends the two concepts of the Monkey Island 2's cover and Monkey Island 1. I do need to track down a copy of that, which admittedly I should have done before because it's getting expensive now. Yeah, that ain't shit for me. Get out of here. Get out. Get it. I'm done. Pushy salesman. I was a salesman for years. This is not an entirely inaccurate description of the average sales process, unfortunately. Let's go. And then this is the first time that Stan demonstrates his crazy teleportation ability. Yup. Crazy magic man coat. Can teleport across it. My phone has decided to update. I mean, it doesn't do those things on its own. It decided to, like... It's better always to update, keep your phone 100% up to date. In Canada, we often have to wait for carriers. I'm not familiar with how it is in other places like the States and whatnot, but we gotta wait for carriers to push our individual software updates unless we are on Apple. Yeah. It's like I got one. I'm upset with my carrier because they were my employer. Not super upset. Don't get me wrong, anybody who could affect my future ability to gain work within this field. You know, just sad that they closed my store. Again, I wasn't in charge of it when it went down, but add an undo attachment to that particular place. All right, and we're going to cut that one there. Still trying to make these digestible, so I'm trying to max them out at about 30 minutes or below, like 30-ish minutes sort of thing. So thank you very much for watching today. If you've enjoyed, be sure to click like and subscribe. If you have any feedback, be sure to leave a comment. And if you want to watch us live while we're doing this, check out twitch.tv/TheRealGloKid, where we tend to stream scheduled Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 o'clock Pacific time. We are currently in daylight savings time too, so that's BDT. All those sound the same and probably just mumbled together. Anyways, thank you very much for watching today, and I hope you have an awesome day. Cheers.